On number 45, we need to evaluate the cosine of sine inverse of negative 11 over 61 by drawing a right triangle and labeling the sides. So that's not going to undo each other since cosine and sine are not inverses of each other. One's cosine, one's sine. And so I'm going to use a right triangle to find out what angle that is. So if the sine inverse is a negative number, so y must be negative, so I'll draw my triangle oriented like so. And then if it's sine of some angle, let's call that angle theta. If the inverse is going to be negative 11 over 61, so sine of theta is negative 11 over 61. So whatever this is, sine inverse of negative 11 over 61 is going to be theta. I don't know what theta is, but that's okay because I don't really need to know what theta is. What I do need to know is what cosine of theta is. I know sine of theta is a negative 11 over 61 because that's what the inverse of sine is. So then cosine of theta means I need to find this other side. Let's call it A. And then we can use the Pythagorean theorem and we get a squared plus negative 11 squared equals 61 squared, which gives me a squared plus 121 equals 3721. So a squared equals 3600. So A is 60. So this other side is going to be 60, which means cosine of that theta is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, which will be 60 over 61.